So now I'm going to take the fine saw and try and get rid of this edge here, just to give me room to get the new bulkhead in without it being uneven. And I'm just going to cut back this a little bit so it fits. Got the chain plate being held in with a clamp, so I have an idea how it's going to sit. So yeah, let's get to work. Alright, I got that area all ground out so the bulkhead fits, and I got the rest of the hull. I'll sand it down with this little bit here. So now it's just time to clean it up with some acetone. I'm going to use the chain plate to help clamp the bulkhead in place while I'm fiberglassing it. So I got to drill some holes for that, and then we can start fiberglassing this one in. Alright, I got it all cleaned off with the acetone now. So I'm gonna fit this in place and get my holes for the chain plate now. Alright, so I got my holes marked out now. I'm gonna drill them out and bolt that up. Use it as kind of a clamp just to hold it in place for me. And this is all I'm doing to hold the chain plate in. Just got a clamp holding it, and it's just sticking through the deck.
I'm setting up this jack to help hold it against the hull. You can see the bottom of the bulkhead is not up to the hull yet. I also give it one more cleaning with acetone before I get started. I'm going to be using West Systems epoxy with the slow cure hardener. I'm also using this thickening agent so it doesn't just run down the side of my hull. And I'm going to be using this thick heavy duty woven fiberglass. I have everything prepped and cleaned for glass. I have my fiberglass already cut out and ready to go. I just have to mix up some epoxy. With the West Systems epoxy, they make special pumps for their bottles, and if you use their pumps, you just mix it into a 1-to-1 ratio in number of pumps, which makes it real easy. Once you get the epoxy in, mix it up before adding the thickening agent. Now I'm going to keep adding small amounts of the thickening agent until I get the consistency of like a peanut butter. Now I'm just going to take a brush and brush the epoxy onto the hull. I'm going to add my glass and brush more in between, making sure the glass is thoroughly saturated. Mixing up small batches of epoxy at a time will make it easier. I mixed up about 4 batches just for this one bulkhead. I add a couple more strips of glass vertically to kind of tie all the horizontal strips together and beef up the corners some more. And now I'm going to do the same exact process I just did on the other side and replace the other bulkhead.
So I've glued these strips to the hull. I'm going to use them as a form of studding, so when I go to lay the new wall panels up, I can staple it into the studs, and I can also have room to put some insulation behind there if I want to. So just gonna wait for them to dry, and then we'll put the wall panels back up.
I put these hooks on either side of our toaster oven so we can strap it down so it doesn't slide across our countertop while we're sailing. And that's pretty much it as far as the bulkhead goes. I just have a little bit of cleaning up to do to make it look nice and finish up the wall panels, and that'll complete this project. With the new bulkheads in place and the shrouds hooked back up, it's time to take down my line that I use to support the mast.